Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Dear Wendy, darling. Oh, how dramatic. I love it. Tell the sexy debonair Arthur I have a hole and a well-manicured toe.
Ooh. Is that a guy or girl? Does it make a difference?
Isn't a toe a toe?
Toe's a toe?
You made that up. Now you're not sticking by what you say?
Mad at me.
I'm changing my image.
Oh.
Well, it's signed Victoria.
That'll work.
Ooh.
That Victor, right?
No, Victoria. I didn't want to hurt the boys' feelings. It's signed Victor.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through the speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Okay, I think what we need to do right now, because Tracey Morgan is more than on time for his sit-down chat with us for this hour of truth. So I need to hold off on Bobby Brown because, with all due respect, he's in the office and my son is driving him crazy. So let's bring Tracey Morgan in. In the meantime, boy, they blew up this Michael Vick herpes story. They put it in the Globe. I mean, you know, it's one thing if like the Atlanta Sun-Times or whatever the paper's called is talking about it, but they put it in the Globe. Michael Vick has been hit with a lawsuit by his former girlfriend, charging that he knowingly gave her a sexually transmitted disease. We talked about this last week, but I didn't talk about it based on what the Globe has put on there. She's a therapist, and she works with Alzheimer's patients, and she's 26 years old, and she said that she contracted the incurable herpes simplex 2 virus from Michael Vick. Ew, he wear dirty shorts. Ew, when you're playing, I'm screwing my face up at you. Ew. And he knew that he had herpes, but never told her. Like, hey, shout out to everybody back there in the pink office. Let's escort Tracey Morgan in. I'm just burning time right now. No pun intended, Michael Vick. Ooh. On April 13th of 2003, despite her request for him to put on a condom before sex, he didn't. Well, Tracey, you still had sex with him, so why are you suing him? As a matter of fact, it's foolish that you even bring up that you requested him to put on a condom, and he didn't. But you still had sex with him. She said that shortly after having sex with him, days after, she started suffering pain and irritation that became unbearable. And now she has red circles and lesions in her genitalia. And she drove to the hospital and was diagnosed with herpes. Is that how it goes down? That sounds like, wow. Is that what it's all about? When she next spoke with 24-year-old Michael Vick, she claims that he apologized profusely for not telling her and made it clear to her that he had known about the condition for a while. She met Michael Vick at Shadows nightclub in Virginia Beach. Yeah, you can just put that over there because we didn't get enough pizza for Tracey Morgan. Besides, he's on a perpetual diet. He looks really good. He looks like a young boy. Watch when don't balance it on the edge. Somebody might push it over. Well, how come Tracey's in here? I mean, not in here. Oh, okay. I want to ask Tracey about herpes. Why not? He's been around. I'm not saying he has it, but you know, they say 1 in 4 people has herpes, and so now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the room. Somebody in here has herpes.
That was an experience.
Hey.
That was an experience.
What? Being back there? Yeah, we wanted to get you out of there as quick as possible.
He's cool.
I'm sorry for that. Did he show you his PSP? Do you have one of those?
What?
Are you into those PSPs, those portable PlayStations?
No, my youngest son just got one.
Yeah? He loves it.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Like that's just too much happening on a joystick for me.
I'm not in. I don't get it.
PhD to work the joystick.
Yeah.
So I'm not with all that.
So it's amazing when the kids know how to do it. Don't you kind of feel dumb as a parent? Like, oh my gosh,
they are very advanced. We come from counting the little red beads on a
hello,
going outside to play. These guys on computers and stuff like that. My son is producing. We call him Baby Kanye.
Really?
He's producing music on a computer now. He's only 13.
Wow. That's the son that I met on the red carpet for the hip hop honors.
Little Treyback.
Yeah.
The other 2 guys don't hang out with me. They're like 19 and 18. They doing their own thing.
Oh yeah.
They're like looking for girlfriends now and stuff like that.
In a car that you bought them?
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of car did you get your dudes?
Well, he drives. My oldest one drives my Jag.
Oh, that's nice.
He drives the Jag. He whips the Jag, so he stays away from the Cadillac truck and the Infiniti.
Yeah.
Push the Jag.
So I was talking before you came in about Michael Vick knowingly passing herpes to a girl.
I heard about that last week.
Yeah.
Oh man, his market value.
And now look at this. And now look, it's in the Globe. So yeah, his market value. Well, you know what? He can always be a spokesperson for one of those.
Yeah, but you don't want to be a spokesperson for one of those.
Why
ads?
not? Everybody
That's luggage.
But everybody's already believing that you got the herpes anyway, so you might as well make money out of it.
I don't know, man. That's scary, man.
It is scary.
Yeah, just to be even acquainted with that, you know. There's like really people out there carrying that stuff.
He has a 10-year, $130 million contract. Now, for $130 million, would you take some herpes?
No. No way.
Art, would you take herpes for $130 million?
No way. Yeah. You better say no, dude.
No, that's $130 million.
I don't care. No money. No herpes. I don't want no.
Tracey Morgan, it's easy for you to say
I just be
because
broke,
you're
clean.
already paid.
No,
You're paid.
Yeah, but I would never want herpes. No way. Mm-mm. You know, outbreaks could pop up. You got to take Valtrax. I ain't with it. You could be at a club and just get a canker sore. I'm not with all of that. That's not sexy at all.
So Tracey,
big bubbles on you and stuff. I'm not with all of that.
Red rings in your privates.
Yeah, I'm not with all of that.
So look, Tracey's in because he's got a new movie coming out.
The package be looking like a boot.
Ew.
Called like a baby arm or something.
Called The Longest Yard with Chris Rock and Adam Sandler. How'd you get hooked up with this? This is the Burt Reynolds classic?
Yeah, it's a classic Burt Reynolds film. And I'm out there in L.A. You know, Chris Rock and Adam Sandler, they're my alumni.
Yeah.
So, and, the guys find me pretty funny. And I was glad because Adam gave me a part in the movie.
Yeah.
And I play a transvestite in the movie.
Oh, wow.
Which is cool because I like making the characters that I play tend to make people uncomfortable, and I like that.
Yeah.
I don't want America getting comfortable with me. I want to keep my edge. I never want to become running the mill because that's the first thing they want to do is take your edge from you when you get out to LA.
Well, when you had your sitcom, you weren't able to have an edge.
Yeah, because that was a family thing, but I'm glad I got to do that because that was me honoring my mom and my dad.
Yeah.
That show was based on my mother and my father. Mm-hmm. So I got to do it. Even if it didn't last, I'm still proud of it.
Yeah.
But to conquer that, all I would have had to do, the show could have been a hit. All I would have had to do is do an HBO special.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, good. Yeah, where you can curse and carry on.
That's what Bernie Mac got to do. Bernie, you got to do a special. Cause and you should name it. I'm still not scared of you, MFs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing
you're still doing stand up, which is great.
I'm on the road right now.
You're going to be at Caroline's here in New York, April tonight, the 15th, and then tomorrow, and then Sunday.
Yeah, we've been on tour for about 8 months now. That's why I was just slimmed down.
Who's we? Who else is
and Bradley Lewis. He's
nice.
my writer, my road dog, and he also collaborates with me.
You lost a tremendous amount of weight. Now let's just talk about
I'm not
that.
Home.
But let me just ask you: did somebody in Hollywood come up to you and say, "Look"? You realize
don't take out the carbs and all that.
You need to lose some weight.
I'm a carnivore. I'm from the East Coast, baby.
How'd you lose that weight?
Just being on the road, not being around my wife, not being consistent, having meals and stuff like that, eating out of 7-Elevens. I can't wait to get off the road.
Yeah.
Because then once I get off the road, then I'll fluff back up.
Do you have extra skin hanging? Because you were substantially bigger than you are right now. You're like a young boy now. You look like 18.
No, I'll take my shirt off for you. You know me, man. I ain't no shame in my game.
No, he doesn't have the skin.
I'm down to my fighting weight.
Can I squeeze your belly? No, your belly. I just want to.
I've always had my gut.
Okay. All right. Well, no, but you know what? It's actually quite firm.
Yeah.
Look,
This is not even a gut. This right here is a speed bump.
Yeah.
You slow down when you see this.
It sure is. It's not a gut. You look good, Tracey.
I'm chilling.
I mean, how heavy were you at your heaviest?
Oh man, my wife. I carried those babies, so
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gained all the weight.
I gained all
We
the
can turn
weight.
the heat down in the studio.
Had the toothaches and stuff like that. But my biggest weight was about 220.
And how much you weigh now?
About 170.
You look good.
Yeah,
you look good.
I'm firm,
So let's talk about you returning to Saturday Night Live because I find that odd.
I'm not returning to Saturday Night Live.
Oh, Nicole got it wrong in the office.
No, I never go backwards.
Thank you, because I was going to try to tastefully talk to you about it because I feel
I'll go back to host. That's the only I've co-hosted twice.
Good.
Once with Al Sharpton.
Good. Okay.
I've achieved all my goals there.
Yes.
I became the star of the show. That hadn't been done since Eddie.
And I was very, very disappointed when I heard that you were going back, or that you were.
Know how it is. Sometimes when you leave, it's like when you left radio the first time here, we were mad at you.
No, but I didn't leave radio for my profession. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for Saturday Night Live to go back and host is one thing.
In our homes and in our cars, and sometimes people, they personalize.
I love
everything.
that. I'm on the beat in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
I was hosting a party out there. You said you saw me outside of the Jerry's.
Yeah, just last Tuesday I was at brandy party.
Oh, so I didn't know that was
And
going
it was
down.
swinging. I had a good time. I mean, we was looking good. And then we rode, me and my boy Bezo, we drove to Jerry's Deli. And he was like, yo, Wendy's in there. And I said, man, I'm cool with her husband. And she know I got a crush on her. So I can't
I'll just stay right here in the club
You are awesome.
with my drunk behind.
Because
I'm sure after the party,
yeah,
me too. Yeah.
I get my vodka and cranberry going on.
Yeah.
I'm a good man. I get my cocktails.
Yeah.
I work hard. I'm 36 years old. I'm grown.
So when does the movie open? The Longest Yard?
I think May 27th. And it was weird because I got the part and he said, you know, I'm playing the transvestite, and that's funny.
Yeah,
that's me.
That's
funny.
always funny.
Me
yes.
with camel toe is always funny.
Yeah.
So you know, I didn't know.
What size
about,
woman shoe do you wear? Do you know?
No, I don't know about that because I had on slip.
What size man shoe do you wear?
A 9.
So it would be a size 11 women's shoe because I wear a man's 9.
Yeah. But I went home and I told my wife, I said, baby, I'm in this Adam Sandler movie. She's like, wow, good.
Yeah.
And I said, but I have to play a transvestite. She said, you deserve it.
I would have said, how you doing?
She said, no, you deserve it.
Now, your wife just holds down the family. And I don't say just like it's a small role. She does not work, does she?
No, she doesn't have to. I thank God for that. She's always been consistent with my kids. So
yeah.
They're not crazy and they're stable and all of that stuff.
Do you have a house full of servants and whatnot? I mean, does she have help at all?
No way. My wife does laundry. She cooks.
Do you have a big house? I mean, you know.
I got a nice townhouse in L.A. I got a nice townhouse here in New York. You know, it's nice.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute.
We live comfortably.
A townhouse, I think of that as small, but it's one of these lavish townhouses, one of those Nicole Simpson things in L.A.
Yeah, everybody have their own room.
Yeah.
Plasma in each room.
I got you. It's laid.
Yeah.
Nice.
I work for it. You know, I just want them to be comfortable and not want for anything. So.
Do you sign your own checks for paying your bills?
I got that from Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah said that. And I make sure I sign my own checks.
That's right.
My business manager sends all my stuff out there. We go over everything, me and my wife.
That's
we don't
right.
Let nothing slip through the cracks.
Now, today is tax day. Have you already paid your done your taxes and sent everything in full, or do you pay in increments, or are you a late filer?
Well, I paid in full. You know, I owed them. I believe the last check we wrote was $450,000.
Jeez, Louise.
So, but we wrote a check and they got it.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. You didn't break it down into little increments. You just get.
We don't pay quarterly.
Did you hear about Wesley Snipes? Let's talk, because you're a lesbian and he's a lesbian, and I know it's thespian, but I prefer to call it a lesbian. It's very funny. Right? Look, this Wesley Snipes, he's about to have another house taken away from him, a $257,000 house. He owes $25,000, they say, in back taxes, you know, on the house. And I was having this debate with Art yesterday. I'm saying, Wesley Snipes has $25,000 to pay this. And he says, look, nobody, you know, he's not
going to...
how
much he made on just Blades alone?
Where is the money?
He probably don't care about that house.
But he cares about his name. Come on, they're blowing it up.
Yeah, a lot of things are happening with... You can't tell what's going on with Wesley, because Wesley has that mystique about him. So I don't know. I just heard about it this morning about the baby and the
child, and he's the one who demanded the paternity suit out in Illinois, I think it was, or Indiana. He's the one who demanded the paternity test. The day of the court-ordered paternity test, he didn't show up. And now, guess what? He'll be arrested immediately if he steps into New York.
But I'll say a prayer for Wesley. I just hope none of that's true, and everything comes together for Wesley, you know. Because I know Wesley. I've met him a few times.
If he would just cut some checks. You know, if he doesn't have financial problems, then cut checks.
Baby. Tip like fofos, man. Tipping like Mike Jones.
Do you have any children outside of your marriage?
No.
Do you think Michael Jackson is guilty?
Do I think Michael's guilty? Let's say I don't know. I wasn't there, but I hope he isn't guilty. But I hope none of it's true. I hope none of it's true. I don't know.
It's not an answer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm beating around
because
I don't know Michael. I don't know the details and the facts.
You know
and all
enough.
Stuff. I love Michael for his music.
Right.
I don't know about all of that other stuff. I just got out in L.A.
Yeah. You're not,
I just got out there, so
you got nice teeth. Are those your God-given teeth, or are those Hollywood teeth you bought?
These are porcelain.
They're beautiful.
The first thing I did, my wife said, you on TV, you got to put your money where your mouth is.
They're absolutely gorgeous.
But I want to send a shout out and apology to my cousin Lavelle, my brother Marlon. Sometime I'll get beside myself.
Okay, the break is now over. Tracey at Caroline's all weekend. Go to carolines.com for more details. Longest Yard coming out in May. Thanks, Tracey.
Thank you, Wendy.
Wendy, man.
So, Whitney, is there drug use at this present time?
Who are you talking to?
To you, Whitney. You.
No, you're not talking to me. I'm a mother. Only my mother has privy to that information. You talk to your child about that. Don't ask me no questions like I'm a child. Don't ask me like I'm a child, because I'm not a child, Wendy.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh, it's 107.5 WBLS. We're R&B. And, today's R&B Classic Soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. Hey. Shout out to the woman who asked me about the website for the NAACP. Thank you to whoever it is that mailed this website in to me, faxed it in. It's the NAACP, www.naacp.org. I forgot the org part. Yeah, I said .com. But org, sure. Harlem. Throughout the month of April, Harlem, you can join Hal Jackson with his Sunday Classics along with the fabulous Debbie B. They host Harlem Nights at various venues. Tonight, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., Hal and Debbie are going to be at Creole on 118th Street and 3rd Avenue. Creole tonight. It's popping off with Hal Jackson. 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's nice. Tonight I am hosting the WBLS live broadcast, which, this will be my 4th week in a row going. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a grown and sexy crowd, boy, I'll tell you, and real easy to get to. It's a place called Lounge 42. It's on 42 West Broad Street in Mount Vernon, and you can register to win a trip for Jamaica. Shout out to Smirnoff and shout out to American Airlines for helping us out with that one. Register to win there for that trip. Tonight, the doors open up at 11 o'clock at Lounge 42, and the broadcast actually begins at 1 a.m. And then the doors of the nightclub stay open until 4 in the morning, so you can really get your grown and sexy on. Ladies, we always know what to do. The strappy shoes, pair of nice jeans, a funky top, good to go. Men, please don't slip up and wear sneakers. It is not that kind of party. As a matter of fact, the theme on Fridays is Hard Bottom Fridays. So men, heed not or get turned away. Doesn't mean you have to do the whole dress up. Just, throw on a pair of loafers with your jeans or something. Look like you have a job or something. Look respectable and whatnot. 23 and older for the ladies and 25 and older for the gentlemen. Every Friday night is the WBLS live broadcast. I've been there for 4 weeks in a row. Love it. I'll see you tonight at Lounge 42. It's exit 7 off the Cross County Parkway. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to be over in Jersey City. Remember where Rascals was on Marianne Boulevard? Okay, well, now that place is called The Gallery. So I'll see you at The Gallery on Marianne Boulevard tomorrow night, Jersey City. I'll be at you. Oh, gosh. All right. For those of you who have not heard the Bobby Brown phone calls that I made the other day, I can't wait for a Best Of show to play them. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play them next hour, but I'm going to explain to you the whole story, and then, we'll follow up with a phone call. You got it? I'll give you the setup in our next break together. Not this one, the next one. And then we'll play the phone calls the next break after that. Okay? All right, everybody. So we're going to continue. Oh, please, Art, just press something. Why can't I talk? Press something. WBLS. Okay. The Wendy Williams Experience. Yes, indeedy, y'all. Thanks so much for turning us on. So Frank Gotti's got a book out. The youngest brother who I didn't realize he battled a weight problem. He lost 80 pounds. It's called The Gotti Diet. How I took control of my body, lost 80 pounds, and discovered how to stay fit forever. Well, you got to give him an E for effort. Now, because this book is sent to us, does that mean that he's on the publicity stroll and he'll come by the show to talk about the Gotti diet? Probably not. So he can put that where? Back there. Thanks, Frank. Tracey Morgan's a lot of fun. I didn't choose to ask him about, being drunk in the club, taking off his clothes and all like that. You know why? Because I believe every word of it. And I like Tracey Morgan. I know he's a family guy. He's been a long-time friend to the show. I've partied with him. I've seen exactly where he can take it for myself. And so I believe what I read in the newspaper. And I just, what's the point in cornering the guy? He probably didn't even remember. When you get that drunk and you're taking off your clothes, what the hell do you remember? Art, I chose to, I elected to make that decision while he was in here. Do you think I did the right thing?
It was good, yeah.
You remember when I did the story? I mean, it happened maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was in New York in a nightclub. stripped down his clothes. They had to, I think, throw him out of the joint, or he was crawling around on the floor. Whatever it was, he was doing it naked and apparently effed up. Right? Would there been a purpose in me asking him about that?
No.
I mean, I would probably ask somebody else about it if, because somebody else wouldn't have been friend to the show. Like, I really like Tracey Morgan. And I'm so glad that he didn't backslide and go back on Saturday Night Live, because I was so frightened for him when I was told that. I'm glad. No, that was a rumor, not the truth. Good. So if you're just turning on the radio, Tracey just left. By the way, everybody, Anwar, the gay idol, is reeling from being called the gay idol. I got a really nasty letter from somebody in his family in Newark saying, you're just a gossip monger. You've got nothing better to talk about. I've known Anwar all of his life, and he's not gay, and yada, yada, yada. Well, I'm just going by what that gay website said. And now, unfortunately, they've taken the story in locked jaws, and it's either the Inquirer, the Star, or the Globe. One of them has the full-blown story, and it goes like this. A secret gay scandal is threatening to end handsome Anwar Robinson's quest to become the next American Idol. A website. Let's go on this website quickly before everybody else gets to it. Put your finger on. Ready, Art? Yeah. AfterElton.com. Capital A for after. And then right next to it, don't separate. It's capital E for Elton.com. The website AfterElton.com reports that a man who looks just like the 25-year-old crooner placed a personal ad in the men seeking men category on the website BlackPlanet.com before the contest. Okay, so we did that part. The ad features pictures of a man who looks just like Anwar and describes him as a single African-American male looking for a casual relationship with an athletic, muscular man who makes at least $30,000 and lives within 120 miles of his home. Anwar is panicked that this controversy could sink his chances on the show. When he auditioned, he never imagined his life being so scrutinized by the public. Yeah. Anwar feels like his sex life is nobody's business but his own. Ugh, not. But he knows now that being American Idol fans may feel differently. He just hopes that they don't vote against him because of speculation about his sex life. I don't think it's about his sex life. I just think it might have been that, placing personal ads and stuff like I don't know. I mean, to me, it's not a big deal to have a gay American Idol. It's not even a big deal to go on websites looking for relationships. I encourage that. But, American Idol, they try to make it like it's this, you have to be so pristine to get on it. They gave Homegirl a hard time for, having the baby, and, they kicked Frenchie off for, being on that website. So Anwar, well, according to AfterElton.com, are you there yet?
Yeah.
What does it say? Anwar last logged on to BlackPlanet.com on January 1st. Since that was before the contests made public, it's doubtful that some manipulative fan would have posted the profile. What they're saying is that it's probably not a fan who did it. And now gay chat rooms on the internet are sizzling with talk about the school teacher from East Orange, New Jersey. The gay community has just gone wild over Anwar. Unfortunately, all of the adoration doesn't ease his worries that this could end his career. So, in a nutshell, what they're saying is that nobody's really sure. However, the Inquirer Star, whatever magazine that I got this article, the picture is huge, and Anwar is posed with a microphone very comfortably at his lips.
Yeah, I'm printing it out for you now.
Look at the microphone.
Oh.
Look at his firm grip on the mic. Who watches American Idol? Who is Anwar? Well, Anwar, I wish you well. I mean, I don't know whether it's true or not. If it's true, I have no problem having a gay American Idol. Hell, we put up with Ruben, and look what he's done. Nothing. Queen Latifah is criticizing Condoleezza Rice's hair. Here's her quote. As long as she keeps that hairstyle, there's always going to be another beauty shop movie. I mean, that's the true issue with America that America has to face. It's not North Korea. It ain't South Korea. It ain't Iraq. It ain't Iraq. It ain't Iran. It's Condoleezza. And can she just get to my salon and we can lay a hot comb on that head? I'm trying to think. What does Condi's hair look like?
Or in peasy.
Oh yeah. It does look like she needs a hot comb and a cream of nature. Yeah, and some Vita Point or something. When this is Optimum moisturizer, she needs a hot oral treatment, something. Well, that's true. Well, you know the circles in which she lives. She probably thinks that she can just wash and go like everybody else, but she's not part of the complexion connection, and there has to be more done. Oh, well. All right, let me set up the Bobby Brown calls. If you weren't here the other day, I was reading this article that was done by my gossip girlfriend Patricia Shipp for the National Enquirer magazine. Now, Patricia, like many of my WAG friends, they research their stories a lot. So what they found out for us and splashed in the pages of this week's Enquirer, you can pick it up now on newsstands. And hey, Patricia, is that Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston are on the island of Antigua, where Whitney is now in rehab treatment in Antigua. Now, Bobby checked into a hotel. Patricia got the name of the hotel and everything and splashed it in the Enquirer, the room number and everything. And according to the Enquirer, he's been having an affair, according to the Enquirer, allegedly with a 19-year-old girl on the island. So we got her name and the name of the place where she works and the name of the hotel where Bobby is and his room number. And I'll play back the phone calls coming up in the next break. Keep it here.
Wendy, man.
I just found out this morning that my supervisor's pregnant.
Damn you, I told you not to do it.
Should I tell my wife what's up?
Plan on a divorce. And as for your job, put that where? Back there.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hey, Wendy, we're at the Heights, Crown Heights and Prospect Heights. We're in the backyard, the schoolyard of PS9. And we got the Universal Circus out here, big stage. We got the inflatable castle. We have the face painters out here. There's long lines of kids. We have Kevin under the BLS tent. They're spinning the wheel, and people are winning prizes. The Washington Avenue Merchants Association is here, too.
Washington Avenue in the house, Leroy Gaines. Thank you all for coming out to the Universal Circus.
What number should we play? You got PS9.
We got PS9, we got PS316, and PS22. All out here having a blast.
All right, and we got my man Eugene Captain from Centercare.
I'm Eugene from Centercare. We do free health and choice for adults and kids. Our phone number 1-866-323-6837. Thank you. Come and have fun with us over here at PS9.
All right, Shucky Ducky from the Universal Circus.
And yes, and I'm down here having a good time with all these children and what's up, your BLS?
That's right.
Everybody in my face up here trying to get some shout-outs. Everybody wants some shout-outs. Everybody loves some shout-outs, don't they? Well, I'm giving a shout-out to all the people in Brooklyn, Bronx, all in New York. Hey, we here.
Right. And then you guys are getting ready to go on. We're going to hit that big stage. We're at the Heights, Prospect Heights, and Crown Heights. We thank everybody in the community for coming on down. All the restaurants, everybody who participated, Washington Avenue Merchants Association, and also Centercare, Eugene Captain and the crew. And who?
Councilmember Letitia Jens's office. We're here supporting Washington Avenue. The circus, WBLS #1, Wendy Williams, #1.
All right, Wendy, we're going to kick it back to you. I'm Bob Lee, keeping you connected to our community on 107.5 WB.
You're in a privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open. Wendy Williams.
Yeah, this is Ghostface. What up, what up? Holla at your boys, Jay-Z. Hey, yo, this is Busta Rhymes.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
What is going on? Fade the music out. No,
you so Faith Evans out?
No, you got to fade out quick. It's for the purpose of bigger business, and Faith understands that. Anyway, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. Keep it here. We got one more break left in the show, and that break, I wanted to talk with you briefly about Lamont Bentley and the upcoming court situation going down with his estate trial. Plus, I wanted to talk with you about Puffy. And the emails are continuing to come in from very eligible women who would love to win a date with very eligible Carlos Watson. host of his own CNN show and blah, blah, blah. Don't forget that email address is nicole@wbls.com. I'll review all the stuff. We'll wind it down to 3, and we'll be taking emails until April 27th. In the meantime, here's how it all went down with Bobby Brown. We played, I did these calls a couple days ago, but I can't wait for a best of, and a lot of you all never heard the original, so hit the button, Art.
Good afternoon, Last Lemon.
Hi, may I please speak with Samara Emanuel?
Samara is not here. Would you like to leave a message?
Well, no, sure. I can actually speak with you. How are you? My name is Wendy Williams, and I'm calling from New York City. Hi. So I understand that Bobby and Samara have a little something going on, and Bobby's been hanging out at your club.
Pardon me?
Bobby Brown.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yes, Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown is on the island with his wife, Whitney.
What you said?
Bobby Brown is on the island with his wife, Whitney Houston.
Is Bobby Brown the what?
Can I speak to one of your coworkers?
If you want to speak to who? I'm not hearing you clearly.
Okay, is Bobby Brown there on the island with Whitney Houston?
I know he's on the island, but I don't know who he's with.
Yeah, well, he's been with Samara Emanuel, and I was just calling to find out more about her. Is she?
Hold a minute.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Let's call back. Oh, we're relentless here on the show. Oh, it's ringing. All right, I read it. Shh. Lay in the cut, and then shh.
Hello.
Hello, hi. I just got disconnected. It's Wendy Williams calling from New York City. How are you today, sir?
Williams. I'm fine.
Good. Now, I was really calling to speak to Samara Emanuel, but I can talk to you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Romeo.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's nice to speak with you. Hey, Samara and Bobby Brown, the singer. Did you actually see them together?
No.
Has Bobby Brown been drinking like a fish over there at the Last Lemon restaurant?
Last Lemon?
Yes.
This is Last Lemon.
No, I know.
I just started to work here.
Have you? Well, is the
my first day here.
Oh well, Romeo, is the island all abuzz with Whitney Houston being in rehab there?
If she's in rehab?
Yes.
I heard about that.
You heard about it?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, do you find that a lot of American paparazzi are over there trying to take pictures?
I don't know.
How old are you?
I don't know much about these things.
Oh. Well, Whitney being over there is good for tourism.
Yeah, it's good for tourism.
Well, but you have a new coworker. Her name is Samara Emanuel. Have you met her yet?
Yeah, she works here.
Yes. Is she a good-looking woman?
If she's...
Is she pretty?
Pardon me?
Is she pretty?
If she's pretty?
Yes.
Who's this? Why am I answering all these questions?
Because I'm just trying to figure out, why Bobby would be creeping on Whitney as opposed to supporting his wife.
Oh, but I don't know about that.
Okay, Romeo, let me ask you a question. Are you a married man?
Yeah.
Would you ever cheat on your wife with Samara?
How you doing?
If I would have.
Would you?
Hey, somebody... This lady asked me for the question. You know this one, so why should I answer all these questions?
All right, bye.
I don't believe it.
Got nutty there towards the end. Well, Monica, the Puerto Rican girl who steals people's social security numbers for a living. Hey, Monica. She sent me the direct number to the rehab. The hotel. So maybe we can just get to Bobby's room and ask him if Sarah's there. Here we go. We're calling Bobby Brown at the St. James Resort. They got his room number. They put it in.
St. James's Club. This is Tracey. How may I help you?
Hello, Tracey. May I please have room 337?
You'd like to speak with room?
337.
Who are you trying to reach, ma'am?
I'm trying to reach Samara Emanuel and Bobby Brown.
And who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with his sister from Boston.
Okay, because he asked me to screen his call. So
yes. No, this is...
One moment.
Okay. Oh, you all shut up.
He is not taking any calls unless it's his wife or his family.
Okay, well, wait a minute. I'm with his brother Tommy. Tell him I'm with his brother Tommy.
Okay, one moment.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Bobby.
Who's this?
It's Wendy Williams calling from New York. How are you?
Who's this?
Bobby, I'm reading about Samara Emanuel and you. Whitney's trying to get her help, Bobby. You're not helping the situation any.
Who is this?
Bobby, it's Wendy.
You better stop with me. Bye.
Bobby. That was him. Whitney is rapidly losing her stunning looks. I'm going to ask her about the teeth.
So you guys disconnected from the
Thank you for calling St. James's Club. This is Tracey. Good afternoon.
Yes, Tracey, I got disconnected. Bobby Brown, room 337. Oh, snap.
Hello.
Bobby, it's Wendy Williams again. Bobby.
You know what?
What, Bobby?
Y'all better stop joking with me.
Bobby, all
I'm
I'm...
in the mood, man. I've been writing all night. Stop.
When's your album coming out? Wait, when's your album? Whoa.
Should we try it again?
Do it again. Why not? Writing what?
There's something wrong with your phone system. I keep getting disconnected. I'm sorry, but 337.
Ooh, Destiny Child Barbies are about to come out in June. Beyonce and Kelly and that other girl. Wow, these are really nice. They say you can purchase all 3 dolls as a set. And you have to, or you can just order the Beyonce doll separately. Isn't that a blip? You can't get the other one separately. You can get either Beyonce by herself or all 3 of them.
She's the one with the solo album.
Yeah, well, she is the one with the solo album. Why shouldn't she have a solo doll? Keep dialing. We got hours to F with Bobby.
He's been writing all night.
He's been writing all night.
Like what?
I'm trying to think of a one-liner, and all of them are too dirty. And they have to do with that 19-year-old broad. Forget it. You know what? I'm just going to ask him about her. Did I ask him about her in the first call? I can't even remember. And I was just... Oh, shh. So stupid.
Thank you for calling St. James's Club. This is Tracey. Good afternoon.
Hi, Tracey. I got disconnected again. Room 337, Bobby.
Hello.
Bobby, it's Wendy again. How are you?
Hey, man. You know what? If this is Whitney Williams, you look like a bag full of knuckles.
But you want to know what's so interesting? With Whitney having no teeth, your wife is about to look like a bag full of knuckles.
Should we call again?
Yeah, let's call him again.
Let's do it again.
Thank you for calling St. James's Club. This is Tracey. Good afternoon.
Tracey, hi. I just got disconnected again from room 337, Bobby Brown. He just hung up the phone. All right, let's continue with our advice hour. I mean, how stupid can he get? The National Enquirer works on their stories, and shout out to all my brethren at the Enquirer, the Star, the Globe, Us Weekly, In Touch, People Magazine. You all are kind of weak, but shout out to you all too. They do these stories so far in advance and do all their research. You would think that Bobby would have checked out of that room. Although then he'd have to answer to Whitney, why are you checking out? Because, see, she doesn't realize what's going on out here in the free world. She's trying to rehab and kick her habit, and he's busy with the 19-year-old in room 337. Exactly. Working all night, writing songs. Negro, please. Let's complete our mission with Bobby Brown. Yeah.
You've reached St. James Club. This is Craig speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Craig. May I please have room 337?
Pardon me?
May May I please have room 337?
Room 337.
Yes, Bobby Brown.
May I ask you who I'm speaking?
Tell him it's Wendy Williams calling from New York.
Wendy Williams calling from New York.
Hello?
Hi, Bobby. It's Wendy calling again. All right,
Wendy.
Look, peace.
This is really you?
Yes, it really is me, Bobby, and I was just
I apologize for my comment. I was kidding.
Well, no.
What's going on?
I was calling for three things. The first thing is, are you going
You know what? I thought you was my brother and my sister playing.
No, it's me. Listen.
No, it ain't you. How do you know where I am?
Listen to why I'm calling you. First of all, because I
don't want to know why you calling me. You got to call me at another time. Don't do that to me, sister.
Yeah, but Bobby, you and I have never been cool enough for me to be invited to call you.
How do you know we ain't been cool? You ain't never approached me with anything.
Well, you called me a bag of
Talk
knuckles.
to me first. Don't call me, when I'm over here doing.
But I don't have
doing what I got to do.
I don't have numbers on you, and if you'd like to know how I got
sister, reach Jamie Brown.
Okay, well, listen to me.
She'll reach me, okay?
Do you realize that everybody in the world
I'm gonna put it in her hands.
because you're
sister to sister. Y'all come to me.
Listen, Bobby. Your room number.
Wendy.
The VH1 is doing a big behind the music on New Edition, and all the guys are going to be coming up here and chatting with me on the show. And I want to know
when is it?
Huh?
When?
It's going to be coming on either April 22nd or April 28th. And this one is like a real in-depth one. I was talking with Biv behind the scenes.
I don't mind talking to you, Wendy, but, when y'all get personal, it just really hurts my feelings.
Okay, well, we're talking about the VH1 special right now.
Okay, I'm going there.
No. It's already done. It's already been put together. And if you wanted to...
I want to be on the special.
No. The special's already put together.
The show that you're on.
Oh, you want to be on my radio show?
Live.
Well, if you want to be on my radio show, you can.
It's going to be a special. I need some paper. So.
Well, I don't pay for my guests. I don't pay for my guests. Your wife is loaded. Why would you be asking me for money? Now, come on, now.
Who's loaded?
Your wife.
Oh, stop that! Why do you do that to your sister?
Because all right. So look.
What?
So you said that you were doing some writing.
I bet you the sisters are mad at you right now.
When's your new album coming
out? All out there listening to your radio station. I know they mad at you.
Well, listen, Bobby.
My wife doing her thing, man. Leave her alone, man.
No. I'm talking to you.
Leave her alone for a minute.
I'm not talking about your wife. I'm talking to you. Listen. All right. So you said you were writing all night. How many songs have you already written?
Yeah, I got out of the studio about 5 this morning. So.
Well, it must be nice working in the studio in Antigua.
Well, it was for free,
Yeah, I hear that.
I work with people that love music.
Yeah. So, listen, do you know this girl, Samara Emanuel?
Right,
do you know the girl, Samara?
You actually called. What is going on?
Okay.
What you actually called me about earlier.
Well, I was calling you. The way I got where you were is because in this week's one of the tabloids, they have the hotel.
It, right?
Listen, they have the hotel you're staying in.
Write it.
No, I don't write for this tabloid. Look.
So what are you talking about? How are you going to say this week in a tabloid?
Well,
what are you talking about?
How do you think I got your room number?
Hey, yo, Wendy. I thought you was cooler than that.
You
going to call me for some ratings? I'm telling you, I'm coming to get a check. I'll talk to you later.
I don't cut checks.
I love you, New York, New Jersey.
All right, so
all what's the tri-state area?
So what's the prediction on the new album? Ow.
This is a Wendy Williams exclusive.
Another WBLS $1,000 winner.
Hello.
Hello, Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, sir. It's me, and you're caller number 10.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Congratulations. You just picked up $1,000.
Oh, okay. So let me calm down a little bit. Okay.
$1,000.
I can really use it.
$1,000.
I can really use it. I'm so broke.
What's the first thing you're going to do with the money?
Well, I'm going to put it in the bank. Okay. Then I got to find out what I'm going to do with it first before I spend it.
Okay, good. Well, do you think you're going to share it with anyone?
I would. Like I said, my wife. 50-50.
Well, sir, what's your full name?
My name is Calvin Fraley.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Harlem, up in Harlem.
Well, congratulations, sir. Everybody else, you can be a winner like Sir Fraley. All you got to do is make sure that you listen for Paul Mooney to tell you when to call in, and you know when it happens every weekday morning at 7:20 a.m., and then again in the midday with the Demu, and again in the afternoon with me at 5:20. So, sir, let us know your radio station giving away the money.
The only station in the world. That's 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Dave got on the stage last night at the Comedy Club. Art, were you amazed?
I was surprised he said anything.
I was surprised that he said that. You got on stage and said to all the white girls or something like that, I'll be looking for a jump off for later on this evening.
If it's white, it's right.
Yeah, that's what he said on the stage. They were too shocked to even throw things at him, I guess.
Yeah, and then in the back, it never came back out.
Because you realize what you said, because you already got something back there waiting for you.
Ray's House of Plenty.
Oh, yeah, the phone. Seduced by the sausage. The title of Art's forthcoming book.
This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Hey. Everybody. Woo! So that was the Bobby Brown piece. And if you're wondering who the girl was and why Art rudely kept playing moves, it was because her picture is also in the piece. If you look in the Inquirer, the young 19-year-old girl, and outside of her DS lips, I really couldn't find much that was even, would even be risking my marriage to a wealthy, famous, in her normal state, very beautiful woman. Anyway, shout out to Shaka in New Brunswick. Thank you for sending me this fax. Anwar Robinson, do you know, from American Idol, do you know a man named Warren? Just asking. Okay, so... Yeah, I've been watching this Lamont Bentley case, and don't forget that his estate trial begins on April 25th. But word is in from the Smith-Barney City Group that they were summoned on Wednesday by the Santa Monica court to provide a portfolio detailing Lamont Bentley's money. Now, Ronan Fitzsimmons at Smith-Barney disclosed the specifics of Bentley's estate to the attorneys for LaJoyce Underwood, which is Lamont Bentley's mother, and LaDonna Fredericks, who is the mother of Lamont Bentley's two daughters. Now, these two are at odds. You'll recall the story some months back. Lamont Bentley, who was one of the stars of the Alicia show, was in his car. It careened off of the road and plunged into the water. I think I remember that's how. Is that how it happened? So many crazy things. Off a cliff or something like that out in California, and he died. So, he's a young man. His death came at a very, very sudden time in everybody's life, and he did not have a living will. Now, his mother feels as though she's entitled to everything. And LaDonna Fredericks, who's the mother of his two daughters, although they weren't together at the time of his death, he was with the actress Paula Parker at the time of his death. So these two women, the mother and the baby's mother, are battling it out. Now, in total, this representative from Smith Barney is declaring that Lamont Bentley's estate is worth, oh my gosh, an estimated $21.6 million. Mr. Bentley joined Smith Barney's Young Investors Network in 1994 when he was employed by Fox Network on the show South Central. He was very savvy with his income, investing much of it in buying apartment buildings and strip malls with other members of, oh my gosh, the Smith Barney Young Investor Club. This is fabulous. He was wonderful with his money. It was a very lucrative investment. In addition, Mr. Bentley had his rap-oriented writing team called Uprise. They composed many hit rap singles under many aliases. Lamont Bentley was also a ghostwriter. Okay. Sidebar. Who are these artists that he ghostwrote for? Jay-Z? Again, right? Jay-Z and them? Well, the trial will decide whether the estate will be given to his mother or the mother of his children. Now, which one's name is Underwood? Okay. His mother, Ms. Underwood, vows to share the money with Lamont Bentley's children. Ms. Fredericks claims that she and Lamont Bentley were common law husband and wife. because he bought her a home in South Carolina, and I guess that's a common law state. He was in his Benz. Oh, here it is. He was in his Benz exiting the highway. He ran a stop sign and blew through a chain link fence and rolled down an embankment. He was ejected from the vehicle and into traffic where 5 cars hit him. And that was on January 18th. So it's going down. The 2 women in his life are fighting it out. It seems to me $21.6 million is enough to split with everybody. And, you know, of course, the lion's share of it going to the children. A little piece of it going to the baby's mother, and even a lesser piece going to his mother. I mean, who was his mother to him in the bigger scheme of things? I understand that's his mother, but the children, and I suspect that he wasn't even with LaJoyce. That no common law. I hate that phrase, that common law thing. Either you're married or you're not married, and they weren't even dating at the time that he passed away. He was dating Paula Parker, the actress. I know I haven't really said much about my CD, which is coming out. When I have an actual release date, I'll let you know. But it's called, what's it called? I remember we couldn't use Firestarter because of the movie that Drew Barrymore was in. Wendy Williams presents The Heat. Wendy's got I'll be damned if I know. I took my CD covers. There are about 13 or 15 songs. Real heat-seeking missiles. You know, I think you're going to like it. Some artists that you already know, a few that you don't know. I would like to thank Jaheim and Jadakiss for putting it down on a collabo on my CD, The Wendy Williams Presents, yes. And I would like to thank Mario Winans for putting it down. I collaboed with Mario. Okay, I am on one track. I'm on one track with Mario Winans. I did my studio session, and it took like no time at all. I thought I was going to be in the studio all night long, you know.
I stole your advanced copy, and I listened to it, and I love it.
Thank you.
Sick.
Thank you. I had all the bottles lined up, because you know how we rock and rollers do when we go in the studio. Black and Milds, bottles lined up. I was ready to go. I was ready to be in there all night. I got finished in 20 minutes. I was so disappointed. I hadn't cracked open nothing. In 20 minutes, I finished my part, and that was it. Oh, my gosh. I just got a note from Nicole.
Uh-oh.
It says, I have Donna Summer on the phone. She doesn't want to be on the air, though. It's okay. She wants to talk to me privately?
She loves you.
No, I love you.
Oh, I know. I just called her like, oh, my God.
Do you think we can book her for the show?
Yeah, she doesn't know her availability yet, but
it's okay.
She would love to come in, but she just wants to talk to you off the air. She loves you. She loves you. And she loves the support that you've been giving her. And she just wants to talk to you about it. Isn't that great?
Bad girl.
Now, how much time before this break is over? I don't want to keep her waiting. A minute? All right, I'll be right back there.
Okay.
All right,
do you want me to tell her to call in here?
Oh, yeah, she can call in here. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. My palms are sweating. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Donna Summer. Okay. Hey, by the way, yesterday the deal was finalized with Puffy and his Bad Boy Entertainment selling half of it to Warner Music Group. So he's got his $30 million check, which means that he can now cut checks to his baby's mamas, and it'll all be good. He has, he's focusing, they say in the newspaper today, on new releases, including a duet album showcasing music from Notorious B.I.G., and he's working on a Puffy solo album, and he says he's excited for the next era of Bad Boy. Sean. All right, everybody, I love you for listening today. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Monday. Is the phone ringing yet? Is Donna there? Almost. All right, bye.
Peace party, people. See you later.
Cause I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night.
Program complete.
Okay, the phone lines are open at 866-GET-WENDY. Now, call now, but give me a moment because I wanted to talk to Donna Summer behind the scenes. Not a whole lot, just a quick chit-chat. And then I'm going to pick up the phones and start putting you guys on the radio. And plus, on the bonus hour, we've just got, a lot to cover. Just a lot. Stick around, everybody. The bonus hour is coming up at the top of the hour right here at 107.5 WBLS.